Hit the bell icon on YouTube app and never miss any update from Mobisium.
Hey guys, welcome back to Mobisium. Today we're going to do a pixel roundup. Everything that we learned from Google's event and the two phones that they released, and everything that you need to know about them. Basically, they released two new phones, the Pixel 2 and the Pixel 2 XL. There's not much difference between the two phones, as Google did take a dig at Apple while saying that no matter which phone you got, you'd get the exact same experience and they share the exact same specs and the same chipset. The basic difference in the two phones is the screen. The Pixel 2 has a 5-inch AMOLED display and the Pixel 2 XL has a 6-inch 18:9 aspect ratio POLED display, much larger than its younger sibling. The biggest issue that we have with the Pixel is that it's got these huge chunky bezels, which is so outdated and just does not meet par with the Galaxy Note S8 or even the iPhone 8 considering the price. It starts at 61,000 rupees and is open for pre-order today in India. The prices are actually quite weird, starting at 61,000 rupees for the base model 64 GB of the Pixel 2, 70,000 rupees for the Pixel 2 with 128 gigs. The Pixel 2 XL on the other hand at 73,000 rupees for the 64 gigs and 82,000 rupees for the 128 gig model, which I feel is extremely overpriced considering the fact that for the same $950 that you have to spend for the Pixel 2 XL with 128 gigs, you could get an iPhone 8 Plus with 256 gigs, which is absolutely preposterous. Let's talk about the Pixel 2 XL. Being the more premium phone, it's got some very clear influences from the LG V30, as you can see in the 18:9 aspect ratio screen. It's got a 2880 by 1440 screen with 538 pixel per inch density, which is absolutely amazing. It also has a circular polarizer to improve sunlight visibility, and it's got the always on feature brought in from the Android Oreo's native support. The bezels are a little chunky on the top and bottom. That's only because they've been loaded with some really nice stereo speakers to make it a lot louder. The screen is tucked under a Gorilla Glass 5 panel with beveled edges, and the basic water resistance was bumped up to an IP67 rating, which is absolutely amazing. There's also a glass panel on the back, aside from which the rest of the entire body is built out of pure aluminium. The Pixel decided to stick with single cameras on the front and the back, sporting a 12 megapixel shooter at the back and an 8 megapixel camera at the front, just like the previous Pixel. The new Pixel's back camera has next-gen processing, and it does feature a sort of portrait mode like in the iPhone, but here again it detects any object, and it doesn't have a dual camera system to detect, but the sensor detects 2 pixels for every spot and spots something that they call next gen processing, which I think is pretty cool, but we'll only be able to tell how it works after checking it out. MKBHD posted a pretty cool selfie on Twitter, and the features seem to work incredibly in such low light as well. The core of the new Pixel 2 XL is its 835 Snapdragon processor coupled with 4 gigs of RAM running Android Oreo 8.0, which is amazing. Google did bump up the storage, offering 64 gigs as the base model, upgradable to 128, and unlimited Google Photo storage for all Google phone users. But the battery remains essentially unchanged at 3528 mAh. Both phones share a feature from the HTC U11, which is a squeeze launcher. Essentially, if you squeeze the sides of the phone, it'll launch Google Assistant. Unfortunately, this feature is not customizable and you can't change it to do anything other than just launch the Assistant, as you could in the HTC U11, but I think it's quite an interesting quirk as many others in this phone. The Google Pixel 2 and the 2 XL launch on October 17th as I said, at a base price of 61,000 rupees for the Google Pixel 2 with 64 gigs of storage, 70,000 rupees for the Google Pixel 2 for 128 gigs of storage, 73,000 rupees for the Google Pixel 2 XL with 64 gigs of storage, and 82,000 rupees for the Google Pixel 2 XL at 128 gigs of storage. Overall, I think the phone's pretty interesting, quite outdated for the time it's released in, but then again, Google likes to place it as a more AI first phone and they want to push the world towards more of an artificial intelligence future. But I think that's about it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, drop a comment below, subscribe to Mobisium. We're dropping cool tech videos every other day. I'm Vedant Lamba signing out. Peace.